JT Smith for the Front Office News, reporting on the Bearcats 75-69 loss to number 3 Houston Cougars on the road. It was a game that the Bearcats were up 43-36 at the half. There was big games by David DeJulius, Victor Locken, and Landers Nolley. Nolley finished with 24 and 6. David DeJulius had 14, 9, and 2 steals. And then Victor Locken had 15, 5, and 3. 3 is 3 blocks. The Bearcats dominated the game, honestly, for 33 minutes of the game. But the last 7 minutes, led by Jarace Walker, who had 24 and 7. But the Bearcats were up 11. And then Walker kind of just went on a run. They ended up going on a 26-9 run to finish the game out, and the Bearcats ended up losing by 6 points. There were a few things that kind of just nipped them, that hurt them. They had, I think Vic got fouled. He missed the front end on a 1-on-1. Landers got an and-1, makes the shot, of course, because it's an and-1, misses the free throw. That comes back to haunt him as well. And then I think they might have should have maybe sent some doubles at Walker because he was hot. He was making plays left and right, and it was just one of those games, man, because even though we know Houston is a better team, the Bearcats played better today enough to win that game. There's a few things they would like to have back. Micah Adams Woods didn't have one of his best games, only 3 points and 2 assists. I know he would like to play better, and if he plays better, that helps a lot. The Bearcats showed a lot more fight than they did at Fifth Third Arena a few weeks ago. They won the rebound battle at Fifth Third. They lost today 27-35, but they only had 9 turnovers. And against Houston at Fifth Third Arena, they had 17 turnovers, lost the points off turnovers, 26-4. I didn't look at that stat today, but that was way closer than it was at Fifth Third Arena. But this is one of those games, just like the Memphis games, where the Bearcats fans and the Bearcat staff will look at themselves like, man, this is one of those ones they should have won. And that's what hurts about this game per se. They lost by 6. They were down. They were up pretty much the whole game. Houston walked them down. They were up by 6. UC makes a run, ties it up. Then Houston scores a bucket, and then with about a minute left, and it was a pick and roll action. Houston played great. I think West probably would want to have that timeout now and then get him a better shot, because it ended up being a shot clock violation where Vic just had to throw it up. I think he got fouled, but at the same time, Houston was playing such great defense, you really can't bail them out with that call. But at the same time, they're down 2. I think they make free throws or whatnot, and then it's a play with David DeJulius and Victor Locken. Locken misses the shot, but he tips it back in. They say it was offensive basket interference. I thought it was off, personally. So I thought the Bearcats should have been down 2 with about 5 seconds to go. And they forced multiple timeouts. If you're just down 2 besides down 4, I think that changes stuff as well. But I think, just hindsight 2020, when they were only down 2 a couple possessions ago, I think they should have called a timeout, just because the play that they were running was sniffed out and they needed some other action to get a good look, because that one was just a forced shot just so they wouldn't get the violation. They still end up getting it, but it was a Hail Mary. But I'm doing this just because I'm not doing a written recap today. I'm going to do the actual vlog, so bear with me as I will post this on all our social media sites. But it was just one of those games. You're going to look back at this, even though we know Houston is a better team, that you're like, man, UC let them off the hook. And it shows the growth of the team, but then it hurts, because if you need a quad 1 win, and Houston is done now unless you play them in the AAC tournament. You lost at home, you lost on the road. You had a chance to beat the number 3 team on the road and let them off the hook. And then so it's going to be rough. They played Tulsa at Fifth Third on Wednesday. Sorry about that. On Wednesday. So they have a chance to right their wrongs. But the only few games I feel like can possibly give them a shot to maybe sneak into the NCAA tournament is they have to beat Memphis on the road. I feel like they have to beat UCF out. I feel like they might be on the schedule twice. If they are on the schedule twice, they need to beat them twice, and they still have Temple. They got to beat Temple, who's number 2 in the AAC right now, and they play them at home. So that's going to be huge now, and they got to get those wins, because they had a golden opportunity to shock the world. They played great for 34 33 minutes, and they let them off the hook at the end. But they have a lot to build on, but I guess you can't have moral victories all the way, but you have to take some of this, and hopefully this leads into the rest of the season that they can finish hot. So we'll see what happens. I'm JT Smith. Make sure you guys check out the Front Office News. Make sure you hit up 513 Shirts and go ahead and get some gear, get some TFON gear, and then also subscribe to our YouTube page, Front Office News. Subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 1K. Help us get there. Tell a friend to follow Front Office News on Twitter, and tell a friend to subscribe to our free YouTube channel. And I'm JT Smith, and I'm signing out.